twisted and curly. We're coming to you. We're gonna do straight. We're gonna straighten Curly's hair. So this is her first time straightening her hair. So we're gonna do a tutorial on how to straighten your hair. First, we're gonna just detangle it and then blow dry it, and then we're gonna straighten. We're gonna do it in different parts so that you can see each part. First, she just washed her hair, so you know if you want to straighten your hair, make sure it's clean. You don't want to straighten dirty hair. So she washed her hair with black soap, and then she did a deep condition with organic root stimulator, penetrating deep conditioner. And then if you want, you can use a liquid leave-in, a liquid leave-in, or you could probably use a cream leave-in, but just make sure you don't put it too much because it'll have product buildup and it'll be white. So you don't want that because you want your hair to be nice and clean since you washed it. So just make sure it's nothing too heavy or you don't put too much so it won't be white. So we're gonna go and we're gonna detangle her hair, and then we'll come back and let you see what we've done. Alright, we'll be back. Back now, and I've sectioned it off and detangled her whole head. So now I'm just gonna show you the part we just detangled our last section. So basically, I took a wide tooth comb and I'm just gonna start at the ends and just kind of get the curls out and just comb it through. Make sure it's all can comb through, and then I'm gonna gradually go down into the hair strand and comb through. And as you work out the ends, then you'll be able to keep going closer to the scalp. So that's all I'm doing. And sometimes you may need to use smaller sections. If you need to, that's fine.
Curly hair like mine, like sometimes you have to keep detangling and keep detangling as you go because it'll get right back curly and tangled a little bit. But
we can fully go through this strand all the way from the root to the end smoothly. A heat protectant, you know, we don't want her hair to not shrink back up to her natural curl pattern. So we're gonna make sure you use something that's gonna protect your hair from heat. And we're gonna use a pressing cream as well. I'm gonna use this Care pressing cream, and you just apply as you feel like you would need as you go along with your process. So we'll be back. We're gonna straighten it, blow dry it out, and we'll show you, and then we'll come back.
Alrighty, you're ready to get blowed out? Yay!
Hi, this is the blowout. We're gonna finish this little piece so you can see, and we're gonna straighten it then after this. So here we go. I'm just kind of comb the ends out a little bit because, you know, kind of like I said, detangle from the ends and then go to the root. So I'm kind of gonna comb it out a little bit before I start going all the way in and pulling hair out.
And she's using a what is this? A director on a blow dryer, and basically it just controls the flow of the heat of the blow dryer. If you don't have one of those, it's good to invest in one because it's really good. It keeps the hair in one direction without it, you know, flying all over the place when you're trying to blow your hair out. And as we stated before, we've been to school for hair, so you know.
And these kind of paddle brushes, they make your hair get real straight.
Because what it does, it takes the ions out of the air or what have you, and brings the moisture to your hair. They're expensive, and you don't get a lot of static with it. They're expensive, but it's a good brush to have. And as a beautician, you know, or future beautician or what have you, you're only as good as the products that you use. So if you use cheap products, you get cheap results. You use quality products, you get quality results. So the good thing about when you blow your hair out, you know, you want to use a good paddle brush. You want to use something on your hair to protect it from the heat. You also want to use a good flat iron. And that's another thing how people get heat damage is because they use a cheap flat iron and you have to keep, you know, going over that one piece or that one section to get it straight. If you buy a good flat iron like a Chi or a GHD or what have you, they're expensive. They're like $100, but they're worth the money because all you have to do is run it through your hair one time and you might have to go over. And what we mean by heat damage is once you get heat damage or what have you, it messes up your curl pattern. So basically,
which is the porosity, and it won't shrink back up.
You won't have no curl definition.
And they just have like curl at the root and straight at the end.
Heat damage at
That's
the end.
Heat damage.
So be very careful when you straighten your hair. It's very important that you don't get heat damage because if you do, then some people have to start all over, or they'll have to cut off the straight part that's no longer curling in order to get their texture back. So be very, this is a very serious issue. Be very careful when you blow out your hair and as well as straighten your hair, especially if you are a natural that wears your hair in its natural state. Natural, hi, we're back. Okay, look at me, almost all straight.
We straighten basically the whole head. We just come back to show you this little part right here. So what I did was, my procedure. What I'm doing is I've already took some coconut scalp conditioner and put on the scalp, so you won't be having any dry patches or anything like that to condition the scalp. What I'm gonna do, I've just taken the Care and I just take a little bit on my fingers and I rub it on the ends and I rub it on the hair shaft just a little bit so that the ends so they can get straight. So I just took a very little bit amount, just rub it together. Rub it on the ends and rub it through the hair.
And your ends are the most driest part of your hair, so you make sure you get those ends, you know, as far as getting the moisture or product on the ends or what have you. And yeah, but see, as we were stating before, you have to have a good flat iron because you see how it's straightening my hair with one pass, and she doesn't have to keep going over and over and over it. And my ends look a little scraggly, and that's one thing with natural hair. If you wear your hair in its natural state all the time, regardless of whether as long as your hair is not splitting all the way up or what have you, the hair shaft, then you're fine because you're always going to have to get your ends trimmed whenever you straighten your hair if you don't wear it straight often. If you wear your hair in its natural state a whole lot, then your ends are going to stay kind of ragged. But as long as it's not splitting all the way up your hair shaft, then that's when you know you have a problem with breakage and that your hair is split or you have split ends. And the one thing I like about this Care pressing cream, I don't know whether you guys can see that. The one thing I like about it, when she puts it on my hair and runs the flat iron through it, it doesn't smoke. You know, some products you put on your hair and when you straighten it, you know, smoke comes from the flat iron or come from your hair when it's done or what have you. This is a smoke-free product. So if you straightening your hair, this is a good product to use. Yeah, I mean, it's basically straight. I don't know whether you guys can see that there. I don't know. It feels weird because I haven't had my hair straightened since last year actually. Hasn't been straightened since last year, so and it has really grown since February. I had like 2 inches of hair on my head, so I guess this is my straightened length, and that's it. And I mean, I don't really have a part, so to speak. Let me get comment. I mean, I guess you would find your natural part. I have to figure out where that is. Guess it'll be. Guess it would be right there. So I would bend it, and I'm probably gonna go through and try to put some curls in it, just some slight bends or whatever. And if it doesn't curl at the ends really well, then I'll probably just get twisted to trim it for me. But basically that's it. I mean, it has body. It's not way down. And that's it. So we're gonna come back to you once I throw a couple of bends in it and see how it works out. And if not, then we're gonna trim it a little bit, just at the ends, not all. Not gonna even take off even a half an inch. I'll probably just do like a little dusting of the ends, because I don't want to cut my hair. But crazy how much my hair has grown. It's my big chop. All right, ladies. Well, we'll be back with you in a few minutes. I'm just gonna put a couple of bends in it and try to style it a little bit, and then show you. All right. Oh, hi, you guys. We are back. As you can see, I'm all straightened up. Got a little bend. I missed some pieces or whatever. I still got some little straight pieces, but she just did like a little trim, whatever. But that's it. This is the final result. See, it has body. Not way down. Oh God, I lost my part. That's it. I mean, I'll probably keep this like this for, I don't know, as long as it'll last.
Because it's raining here.
And yeah. But I just wanted to see how long my hair is straight, and to kind of get a little trim in or something. Whatever. It's not longer than. Don't let her fool you. My hair is not longer than hers. I don't know what crack she been smoking or whatever.
Serious hair growth.
No, whatever. We will see. She about to take those braids out, and we're gonna see how long it is. Okay, we definitely will.
I'm about her.
Shut up. No, you're not. Whatever, loony. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. I hope everything was helpful for you. As far as the whole straightening process or what have you. And if you have any questions, hit us up in our comment box or shoot us an email at 2kinky4u2011@gmail.com. And
rate, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, please. Sorry, I always forget to say that. But anywho, and remember, as always, love yourself and keep it kinky. All right, have a good night. The process. Long process. Good night.